Hello all, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Anwar Youssef Dunbar, and welcome back to Big Discussions. Happy Sunday. I just wanted to make a very short video because something pretty cool happened this week. My channel reached 100 subscribers, and as of now, it has surpassed that number. So I've only been at this since January, so I still consider myself to be new to the process and new to being a YouTube content creator. And I had actually set the goal for getting my 100th subscriber for January 2020, which will have been a full calendar year. But I'm fortunate to have gotten there ahead of time. So I've gotten there ahead of schedule. And so now I was thinking, why don't I try to get to 150 by January 2020? So if you're new to my channel, if you haven't watched any of my content yet, please subscribe and come along on this journey. I'm a scientist and a writer first, and so creating video content has been a steady learning process with some mistakes along the way, and with there's been a good deal of trial and error. And my brother Amal, who again is my media slash visual effects consultant, he's been there to kind of make suggestions and provide feedback along the way. But when you're starting something new like this, you never really know how it's going to go and how well it's going to be received. I have numerous content creators that I've been watching over the last 4 to 5 years, and so when you start something new like this, you never really know how it's going to go. After shooting my second video, someone in not my immediate circle, but in one of my circles, I sent it to her. I said, "Hey, I have a YouTube channel. Check this out." She came back, and I like to joke and say that she kind of harangued me about who my audience was, and she said, "You talked too much at the beginning of the video, and who's your audience?" And that was only after video number 2, and that conversation kind of shook me a little bit, because I really wondered, what, am I cut out for this? Am I doing the right thing? Yeah, who is my audience? And so I want to acknowledge 2 other content creators who I watch. One is the great Alan Roger Curry, and the other is Juan Valdez, also known as the Angry Man. And Alan Roger Curry, I might mess this up, but I remember in one of his videos he said that there are 3 kinds of content creators that are successful. Folks who bare their soul to their audience. I think I've done a little bit of that. Folks who are an expert on a particular knowledge set or a specific area. And I think the third one was people who talk about current events and current news. So I think I've done a little bit of all 3, and I think that's my basic formula. And so this person who harangued me, that was my response to her, was, my audience will go as my topics go. My topics vary, and if a person is interested in that particular subject, they'll tune in and they'll watch, and hopefully they'll come along for the ride. And she said, "No, that's not how this works," and blah, 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 blah. So, and then Angry Man, one night, he said that it's your personality and it's who you are on the camera that draws people in. So I was thinking this morning that at some point, if this continues to get bigger and bigger, and if it continues to build momentum, at some point I might break this off into several channels, the way someone like Ron Wills does. Ron Wills is someone I look up to. He's got a men's, basically, dating channel. He's got a women's dating channel now, and he's got a deep thought channel, and he's got a channel just about business. So something like that is far off for me, but I was just thinking that at some point maybe this will break off into separate channels of their own. But let's see what the future holds. So I just wanted to say thank you to you all. Please continue to stay tuned. And I wanted this video to be short, and I have some other cool things coming out of the pipeline. One of them includes this cool shirt that I'm wearing, which is from the movie Space Detective. And I am going to shortly upload a video from an interview I did with the producers of Space Detective. And part of that's going to involve a discussion about the Justice League and the Avengers. And then there's another larger part coming that's just going to discuss Space Detective as well and what went into it. So stay tuned. I think you'll like it. By the way, the characters here, this guy here, this is Shiro, this is the protagonist, and this is Jinx. She's another one of the main characters. So with that, thank you all for subscribing. Please stay tuned, and I will talk to you the next time. And always remember that your attitude determines your altitude. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.